Okay, and welcome to West Palm Beach, Florida, and the final game of the Florida Exposure Tournament for Mid-Fairfield 2010. We have the Arizona Junior Coyotes set to face Mid-Fairfield 2010 Elite. So after yesterday's game, we learned that the boys and girl finished we finished out of the playoff picture, and unfortunately we missed it by 1 goal. So just came up a little short, so this is a consolation game, but I know the kids are looking forward to it. It's a team that we've never seen before in the 5 years that I've been at Mid-Fairfield against the Coyotes. So the Coyotes are ranked similar in nature to Mid-Fairfield, so this should be a pretty good tilt. And two teams have no knowledge of each other and are ranked very similarly. So we'll get going shortly. So starting in net is Brendan Domini, who get his second start of the weekend. And Brendan's first start was against Woodbridge, which was a 3-3 tie. And so I know he's anxious to get back between the pipes. And we'll see how the boys and girl do today. So we'll get going. We've got about 30 seconds. I've seen the refs here, so we should be good to go. Yesterday was a good win over the Junior Admirals. Tight game and up until the last few minutes of the game. Mid-Fairfield putting in 2 empty net goals by Heckel and Malafis to put the game away 6-3. Chris Faich getting the win yesterday in net. So Chris will back up Brendan today, operate the door for Coach Letty, who's still up north. And I know has been tuning into the broadcast. So you got to stop that. We're going to fire the cameraman shortly. This is a face made for radio, not for TV. So hopefully the parents and grandparents and extended family are enjoying watching this tournament. And I know what we have coming up is they're going to have the Connecticut playoffs and I believe the regionals as well. So Mid-Fairfield's winding down its season. I know they have a couple of games still scheduled against Providence and also the Minutemen, so that will be entertaining. Providence made the semifinals of this tournament, just bowing out recently 3-0. And old friend Blake Dryden was in net. I saw him. And so a lot of familiar faces down here. But it's been a good weekend. The weather's been really nice. I know the kids enjoying themselves and the parents as well. So it's a really, really good tournament. I know the kids are have been happy down here to experience the sunshine and warm weather that Florida has to offer. So I know Coach Letty has told me that I need to get better at identifying some of the players, and I think that has more to do with my old age and blindness than anything else, but we'll attempt to do a little bit better today. And it looks like we'll start off with the defensemen. We've got Matty Caccaro and Andy Hall back on D. Correa at center, and he's surrounded by Pan and Sullivan on the wings. Brendan Domini heads off between the pipes, puts his water bottle behind him, gets himself ready to go, and here comes the ref. Hopefully it's refs, and I just can't see the other one. So Correa now already ready to go. Cullen's firing on all cylinders already, and he's thrown down to the ground. Loose puck, and Sullivan tries to come up with it. Coyotes gain the zone. Hall with a good poke check. Free the puck, tries to get it to Pan, who slaps it against the board and enters the Coyote zone. Sullivan with a good poke check again to free the puck. Puck's still loose over in the corner. Pan and Sullivan. Sullivan picks it up, tries to get it to Correa, unable to connect. And here come the Coyotes across center ice. Hall denies the player with a puck. Correa taps it over to Sullivan. Kicks it over to Pan, kicks it over back to Sullivan. Shot wide. And it goes all the way into the mid-Fairfield zone. Hall picks it up behind Domini. Hall with some skating room. Into the neutral zone. Hall still is poked away. Here come the Coyotes. Kai Scranton gets in the way. The Coyotes still trying to set up. Puck behind Domini. Puck still behind Domini. Hall pokes it away again. Pins her player into the board, but the Coyotes get it out. Out to the blue line. Defenseman winds up, shoots, and it's off of Correa. Puck now into the Coyote zone. Moore just chips it behind the Coyote goalkeeper. Puck thrown wildly into the neutral zone. Scranton picks it up. Scranton over to Moore. Moore into the Coyote zone. Skates across, just taps it into the slot, and the Coyotes pick it off. Coyotes are content to dump it in. O'Neill gives chase into the corner. Tries to pin his player up against the corner. He's got Zoo there helping him out. Zoo now with the puck. And gets it over to Vartanian, who gets it to Malefis. Malefis trying to beat his defenseman around the corner. Puts it in the slot, nobody home, and O'Neill has to reverse course and go into the neutral zone. Puck still along the boards, squirts into the Coyote zone behind their goalkeeper. Rothstein gives chase. Malefis with the intercept, the face-off circle. Malefis over to to Rothstein, to Zoo, who winds up. Malefis fields it, drops the puck right there, and gets a shot on the Coyote goalkeeper. So 19:21 left in the first half. So Braden Heckel makes his first appearance at center with Rothstein and Vartanian. Rothstein now behind the Coyotes goalkeeper, tries to stuff it in quick, and is denied. Good check by Heckel to free the puck. Right out in front to Rothstein, winds up, but the Coyote player lifts his stick. And here come the Coyotes. You got Yoon and Schwarz back on D. Puck goes behind Domini. The Coyotes player is there to pick it up. And he's hammered into the boards by a combination of Heckel and Schwarz. Yoon now picks up the loose puck. And we're going to have, let's see what he's going to say here. First penalty of the day is Braden Heckel. Heckel a little stunned, the ref telling him what he did wrong. So Mid-Fairfield's going to go on its first PK of the day. Refs here do call quite a bit, and I think that's a learning curve for some of the kids. The Coyote center's thrown out, so is Correa. So two new players, Sullivan out there, and Coyotes win. Sullivan now manages to free the puck from the Coyotes by himself. Sullivan winds up and shoots off of a player, and Correa dumps it behind the net. Sullivan back up with a puck to Correa. Coyote goalie bobbled it a little bit, was able to secure it with his glove. But Mid-Fairfield wasting some of the time by getting some shots on the Coyote goalkeeper. So the Mid-Fairfield penalty kill was struggling a little yesterday. The Junior Admirals took advantage with 3 power play goals. So I know they're looking to be a little bit better today on the PK. The Coyotes look to break it out, get into the neutral zone, right away into the Mid-Fairfield zone around Yoon. Behind Domini, the player circles around completely. Over to the face-off circle, shot, blockered by Domini. Into the corner, out to the blue line. Passing back and forth, cross-ice pass. Sullivan races out there to contest. Correa now out there Shot that's blocked off of Yoon. Coyotes still with the puck. Pass face-off circle to face-off circle, unable to connect. They got a Coyote player right in front of Domini. Nobody's picked him up yet. Now Yoon finally sees him along with Schwartz. Loose puck at the blue line. Coyotes still control. Shot. It's blocked. Slips by to Domini, but luckily to the side of the net, and Yoon's able to slam it out of the zone. Mid Fairfield goes for fresh legs quickly. Coyotes race up, try a half ice pass, connect, gain the mid Fairfield zone, dump it back to the blue line. Oh, beautiful play by by Kai Scranton. He's got a shorthanded opportunity and he goes 5-hole. Kai Scranton with a patented 5-hole shot. And the mid Fairfield able to cash in on a shorthanded opportunity. Kai Scranton using his speed, racing down the center of the ice to beat the Coyote goalkeeper. At 17-10, mid Fairfield strikes first. I was wondering, it couldn't be Braden Heckel because he was in the penalty box. So I already screwed up, Letty. I'm sorry. But that was on Kai Scranton. Beautiful job. I suppose I should put my glasses down. That might help. So the Coyotes look to regroup here, but are hounded by Scranton and also Pan. They gain the zone finally. Hit the brakes and look to get set up. Pan's harassing them out at the blue line. Now Hall into the corner, pins two players there, and Scranton comes up with the puck. Scranton fires it down the center. He's got Malefus there, and he's got Pan in tow. Malefus now looks for Pan. Penalties expired. Out to Hall. Hall winds up, shoots. Andy Hall puts it on net, and Eric Pan there to redirect the shot. Andy Hall had the same thing yesterday. Just threw his shot up on net. This time it's Eric Pan to change the direction of the shot. Mid Fairfield strikes again early. 16-20. 2 goals within about a minute and a half. Kai Scranton and Pan put Mid Fairfield up 2-0. So Heckel back out now at center with Rothstein and Vartanian. Arizona wins the faceoff, throws the puck down. Domini fields it. And he's got Zoo there with Rothstein. Rothstein tries to get it out, but Arizona able to keep it in. Puck skips over a couple Arizona sticks, and here comes Rothstein up with it to Vartanian. Vartanian into the Arizona zone. Over to Rothstein, shot, and it's absorbed into the stomach of the Arizona goalkeeper. 15:54 left in the first half. All right, now I got my glasses clean so I can see everybody out there. Heckel back at center, surrounded by Vartanian and Rothstein directly behind him. O'Neill and Zoo back on D. So win by the Coyotes around the boards, but Zoo pins them there. But here come the Coyotes. They got a 2-on-1 developing. Mid Fairfield racing back. Heckel with a great back check. Arizona still with the puck. Saved by Domini. Shot goes wide. Arizona's trying to get the puck settled down here. Shot quick, way wide at Domini. And Zoo slams it back out, but the defenseman able to keep it in. Zoo now with Vartanian into the corner, but here comes Arizona. Shot off of Domini's chest, and he falls on it, able to cover up. Braden Heckel deserves a lot of kudos on that because Arizona with a 2-on-1, and Heckel races back with a back check to deny the trailer for Arizona, lifting a stick. So it was just a harmless shot on Domini instead of a 2-on-1 opportunity. So Correa with the face-off save on the pad of Domini. And Pan picks up the loose pass, or the loose shot. Over to Schwartz, over to Sullivan, loses control in the neutral zone. And Arizona back up with the puck. Dumped into the mid-Fairfield zone. Domini back to cover it. And he's bumped into by his own player, but luckily Mid-Fairfield still had the puck. Puck shot out into the Arizona zone. Defensemen are going to get it settled down. Cross-ice pass, lost control. Shores is able to over there to chip it back in the Arizona zone to Sullivan. Sullivan with a backhand, but it's blocked by one of the players' legs. And here comes Arizona again. Tries to split the defenders, picks it up, and it's gloved by Domini. So Arizona with a scoring opportunity, but Mid-Fairfield's defense holds up. Domini able to glove the puck out of the air. Get some love from some of his teammates. Malefus at center. Mid-Fairfield with a win. Hall over to Moore. Moore tries to get it to Scranton, unable to connect, and Arizona now back with the puck. Arizona with the puck into the slot. But Kakaro's there to pick it up, bounce it off the glass, and out it goes. So there'll be a face-off just to the right of Domini. So we've got Malefus at center with Moore and Scranton. Kakaro and Hall back on D. Moore is able to force Arizona out of the Mid-Fairfield zone, but they slam it back in behind Domini. Kakaro gives chase. Still up against the boards, and Moore comes out with it. Passes it over to Scranton. Scranton's hit into the boards. And Arizona tries to recover, and they do. Pass intercepted by Moore. Malefus picks it up. Tries to settle it down. Gives it to Hall. Over to Kakaro. Back over to Scranton. Has trouble fielding it and just drives it into the Arizona corner. Malefus with a forecheck. Nice pass by Arizona. Andy Hall pins their player into the boards. Kakaro now gives chase behind Domini on the netting, but the player's got it loose out in front of Domini, and Brendan's able to cover it up in the paint. 13:07 left in the first half. Mid-Fairfield up 2-0. On goals by Pan and Heckel. So face-off just to the right of Domini. We've got O'Neill and Zoo out on D. Heckel is the center with Rothstein and Vartanian. Win by Mid-Fairfield. O'Neill with the puck. Puck squirts loose into the neutral zone. Heckel picks it up. Heckel with a shot off the Arizona blocker, the goalie's blocker. Puck still out in the slot, loose. Shot. Dylan Rothstein in the slot just turns around, throws a puck up on net, and it squirts by the Arizona goalkeeper. And at 12:48, Mid-Fairfield goes up 3-0 over Arizona. So Rothstein able to collect by just throwing a puck up on net. And here comes Heckel, who's got Rothstein in the Arizona zone, chasing Rothstein now with the forecheck up into the corner. Puck's loose along the boards. And here comes Arizona into the neutral zone. O'Neill gives chase. Arizona player misfires, but is able to collect his errant pass. And here's Arizona again. And Mid-Fairfield with the steal. Rothstein now with the puck. But Arizona is able to pick his pocket and steal it. Heckel comes back in, steals the puck again over to Vartanian, who mishandles it. Tries to get it to O'Neill, who's able to get it behind the Arizona goalkeeper. Puck loose again, but Heckel's able to pick it up, fires it into the zone. He delayed offside, but Arizona now with the puck behind their own goalkeeper. Cross-ice pass, but it's picked off by Zoo, who taps it back into the neutral zone. Arizona retreats into their own area. Sullivan now with the intercept, gets it over to Pan and shot wide. Arizona picks up the loose shot and comes the other way. Lacoste from Arizona hits the brakes. Correa's able. Greg Scranton with a little bit of humor. He likes that name, Lacoste. And there's Arizona at the faceoff circle. Pass it over to Mitty with a tremendous save. Using his pad. Arizona with a backdoor play. Now Carey with a shot. Correa with a shot. Brendan Domini, there was a backdoor opportunity for Arizona. And Domini was able to throw his pad over and kick the puck out. Great job by Domini. Arizona looks to get set up. Quick shot. And it's blockered away by Domini. Pass by Pan, tries to hit Sullivan. Puck goes wildly into the Arizona zone, and Arizona regroups. Jackson from Arizona with the puck, fires it into the mid-Fairfield zone behind Domini. Lacoste picks it up from Arizona, and Schwartz is there to, with a poke check, try to free it. Back and forth the turnovers go, and finally Scranton picks it up. Gets it to Yoon now. Yoon tries to get it to Schwartz, but is unable to connect, and the puck goes into the corner. Schwartz still over there with it. Arizona struggling to get the puck calmed down. Finally do. Jackson with the puck from Arizona. Passes it over. And Sutter drives it into the MF zone. Malefis and Kakaro give chase, tried to get it over to Moore and do, but puck squirts loose again. Scranton now with a forecheck. Scranton all over these two Arizona players. Scranton driving his player into the corner. Puck's loose now out in front. Moore unable to hit it home. Moore with the puck just turns and fires it behind the Arizona goalkeeper. McLean now from Arizona with the puck into the slot, and he's going to call an offside. The Arizona bench unhappy. Very late call. McLean looked like he had a scoring chance on Domini in mid-Fairfield, and he was already deep into the zone. But the refs, after a few seconds, called an offside. So mid-Fairfield dodges one there. Heckel at center with Rothstein and Vartanian. Kakaro and Hall back on D. Hall to Kakaro. Kakaro cross-ice pass to Heckel. Heckel over the blue line, loses the handle. Arizona with the puck. And here comes Arizona. Shot, and it's wide of Domini. Arizona still with the puck behind Domini. Heckel gives chase now. Heckel's hauled down. And mid-Fairfield's going to go on a delayed penalty here. Vartanian settles it down, gives it to Kakaro. Domini races off. Kakaro still with the puck. Over to Hall. Hall with some skating back to Kakaro, gains the zone. Mid-Fairfield looks to set up here. Kakaro behind the net. Over to Heckel. Heckel back to Kakaro. Finally, Arizona is able to stop the play here. So at 8:10, mid-Fairfield is going to go on the power play here. Heckel playing an active style and draws the penalty from Arizona as he's hauled to the ice. So the first power play unit will consist of Correa at center, Sullivan and Pan, who switch places. Zoo and O'Neill back on D. So let's see, the puck's still contested. So Fairfield with a win. O'Neill now with the puck. Thinks about shooting. Zoo also the same. Now to Sullivan. Over to Correa. Sullivan asking for the puck. Mishandles it, but Zoo bails him out. Puck back to Sullivan. Shot off the head of the Arizona goalkeeper and into the netting. Ty Sullivan with a hard shot on the goalkeeper right into the mask. So coach will run with the same group here. Win by Correa. Zoo with a shot, but it goes off an Arizona player, off his legs, and he's limping a little. Correa now up with the puck, gets it out to O'Neill. Correa now into the corner with the puck. Surveys, gets it out to Zoo. Zoo over to Sullivan. He's got Pan in the center, who looks to be setting up for something, but Arizona with a nice play. And they're going to have a chance here. O'Neill races back. Anderson now hits the brakes and drives it into the other corner. Correa gives chase, but Arizona's there to put it back in the slot. But Zoo now with the steal gets it up to Sullivan. 57 seconds left in the penalty. Sullivan now shot off the chest of the goalkeeper. Pan now picks up the loose change. Pan tries to get it to Sullivan and does. Sullivan circles. Gets it out to Schwarz. Schwarz moves in. He's hounded by an Arizona player. Dumps it to Correa. Back to Schwarz. Schwarz pinches in. And back out. Correa behind the net. Over to Yoon, back to Correa. He's got Sullivan there winding up, but he's going to just cycle the puck around a little bit. Back over to Correa, shot, and it's gloved by the Arizona goalkeeper. 17 seconds left in the penalty to Arizona. 6:27 left in the half. So the second unit will come on. We've got Malefus, Scranton, and Moore. Schwarz and Yoon will stay out there and win by mid-Fairfield. Schwarz picks it up and gives it over to Scranton. Malefus trying to block the goalkeeper. Got Moore and Yoon shot, and it's blockered out in front, but Arizona temporarily gets it. Now they get it permanently and are able to get it out of their own zone. Moore with the steal, though, and he's got Malefus with him into the corner. Penalty expired. Moore gets it over to Scranton. Back to Moore, loses control of the puck into the corner. Malefus now into the corner, and Arizona now settles it down behind their goalkeeper. Throws up a wild pass, though. Goes all the way down to Domini. Yoon taps it over to Moore. He tries getting it out. He's able to get it over back to Scranton, but a steal by Arizona drives it again behind Domini. Arizona now flying around. Arizona with the puck out to Russo, their defenseman, winds up, shoots, weird angle. Arizona player right there, but it was bouncing. Luckily, Moore is in the slot, and there's going to be a penalty on mid-Fairfield. Looks like it's going to be a slash because there's a stick laying on the ground. Or maybe a trip or interference, okay. Yep. Mr. Scranton getting that one, trip. And I believe Jack Schwarz is going to head off to the penalty box here. But Arizona with a golden scoring opportunity. They had an open net and a puck right in the crease, but it was bounding, unable to connect with a stick. So mid-Fairfield still able to keep them off the board. So Vartanian trying to push them out, unable to do so. So round and round they go. Saved by Domini with his blocker. Cuccaro able to pick up the pass. Just to the side of Domini. Arizona regroups. Loses control of the puck and out of the mid-Fairfield zone. So Russo lost the handle there from Arizona. Circles around in his own zone. Tries to dump it. Dangerous pass. And Arizona gets into the mid-Fairfield zone. 1:08 left in the penalty still. Back and forth they go along the blue line. Wind up shot, patted to the side by Domini again. Damas with the same, pinches in again. Another shot wide at Domini. Heckel trying desperately to get it out. 3 mid-Fairfield players along the boards, and the Coyotes try to put it right on the slot, unable to do so. Cuccaro, I think, got a stick down. Hall now gives chase. Knocks it over to Heckel, who's able to drive it the length of the ice. Arizona goalkeeper plays it. 24 seconds left in the penalty to Schwarz. Russo with some nifty skating through the neutral zone, winds up, shot, and it's gloved by Domini. Number 11 from the Coyotes, Russo, with some good skating, great shot, but Domini, equal to the task, is able to glove it out of the air. So we've got Sullivan, Rothstein out there, sorry. Domini is able to cover it up. So we've got also Zoo and O'Neill out there. 7 seconds left in the penalty, and the face-off will happen just to the left of Domini. Rothstein at the face-off circle. Arizona wins. Out to McLean, but it's blocked by Rothstein. Out to Jackson, who shoots, pad, saved by Domini, right in the slot though. Arizona still working it around. Jackson now leaves it for McLean. McLean shot, and it's off of Correa, right out in front of Domini, to the side of Domini. And Sullivan picks up the puck, races out, cross center ice, drops nifty pass to Rothstein, who leaves it for Zoo, gets it back to Rothstein. Rothstein now with the puck at the blue line, circles around. Rothstein, wide shot, and it's off the post. Zoo taps it back in. Sullivan able to pick it up. Puck back out to Sullivan from Schwarz, who's out of the box. Schwarz now with the puck. Leaves it into the slot. Correa there. Sullivan now with the puck again. Tries to put it into the slot. Does. Correa with a shot that's a little bit wide. Rothstein still with the puck. Schwarz now with the puck out at the blue line. Pinches in. Shot off the blocker of the Arizona goalkeeper. And there's going to be a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 developing. McLean now with the puck. Nice save by Domini. There's a 3-on-1 from Arizona. Brendan Domini had his pads squeezed together, was looking behind him, but squeezed the pads a little harder and was able to pin the puck. Nice job by Domini to keep Arizona off the board. They had a 3-on-1, but were struggling to settle the puck down. So Malefis at center with Scranton and Pan. Hall and Caccaro on D. Scranton now tries to get it to Pan. Pan loses the handle, and here comes Arizona now at center ice. But nice play by Pan to get the puck back again. And just a quick shot, and now Arizona back with the puck. Caccaro denies the shot into the corner. Arizona still battling. Malefis now finally gets the puck. Tries to get it out. But there's a turnover to Arizona. And the Arizona defensemen now regroup in their own zone. And the puck's thrown into the corner where Hall is. Arizona throws it back into their own zone, but there's going to be an icing. I guess Fairfield must have done that. Sorry about that, folks. So with 53.5 seconds left, be a face-off just to the left of Domini. You've got Heckel and Sullivan and Moore up front, and then Zoo and O'Neill back on D. Heckel at the face-off circle, ties up the player. Heckel able to tap it over to Zoo. Zoo gets it over to Moore, goes through his legs, and Arizona gets it. Lang from Arizona throws it over to the other side. Heckel is there. So is Arizona. Loose puck. Wildly shot at, but Heckel's able to drive it to the other side. Lang makes a nice play. He keeps it in. Zoo trying, but Domini's able to cover it up. Puck bounded off the boards right towards Brendan Domini, and he jumped on the puck. 26.9 left. So far, active half for Domini's had to make a couple of key saves to keep Arizona off the board. Lacoste at center from Arizona against Heckel. Heckel with the win, gets it to O'Neill, throws it to the other side. Vartanian then picks it up. Gets it to Rothstein across center ice. Rothstein races around. Does a backhand right onto the mask of the Arizona goalkeeper. And he, Braden Heckel making friends over by Arizona. Maybe talking about the golf out there. And gets shoved in the chest, which I know his father will love. So out to O'Neill, sticked aside into the corner. Heckel drives it out to his defenseman. Zoo winds up. It's saved initially, but then the goalie dropped it out of his glove, but was able to recover and secure the puck. 5.2 seconds left to play in the first half. Coach will keep the same lineup out there. Correa comes out. Bumps Heckel out. Ref admonishing them both. Correa with the win and gets it to Zoo, who's hammered up against the boards and thrown to the ice. So, and that'll be it for the first half. Mid-Fairfield up 3-0. We'll take a short break and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, and welcome back to the second half. So 22 minutes left to play in the Florida Exposure Cup Series. This is Mid-Fairfield's last game. It's a consolation game. But Mid-Fairfield looking to end the weekend at 3-1-1. Fortunately, we fell one goal short of qualifying for the playoffs. We ended up in a big tie. So Correa at center, surrounded by Sullivan and Pan. So Carter from Arizona is able to kick it back, but the ref's going to redo it again. So ref talking to Carter from Arizona. Oh, he's calling him the hook. So Mid-Fairfield will go on a power play right away. And Carter heads to the bench to the penalty box from Arizona. So coach will leave the same unit out there. They'll get some power play opportunities. So Correa at center ties up the player right away. And Correa picks up the puck out to Schwartz, back over to Yoon. So Mid-Fairfield sets up right away out to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to get it to a back door to play to Correa, but beautiful play by Arizona defenseman to deny the back door. Schwarz now at center ice, circles around, gets it over to Sullivan. Sullivan loses the handle but regains it. Just a pass-like shot to the Arizona goalkeeper, and Arizona is able to drive it the length of the ice. Domini fields it over to Schwarz, but Arizona with a shorthanded opportunity throws a shot onto Domini, who saves it with his shoulder. So Yoon now up with a puck. Skates out of his own zone across center ice, gains the Arizona zone, hits the brakes, leads it for Schwarz, who gets it over to Scranton, cross ice pass to Malefis, shot way high. Scranton now back up to the puck with Malefis, who kicks it with his feet, back over to Scranton. Scranton behind the Arizona goalkeeper, hits the brakes. Another cross ice pass to Malefis again, another high shot over his head. Tries to get it to Scranton. Puck's wildly running around like crazy here. Out to Schwarz, out to Moore, who's in the slot, shot! And it's patted to the side by the Arizona goalkeeper. And here comes Arizona, throws it out onto the side of Domini. Schwarz now settles the puck down, gets it over to Yoon, back to Schwarz. Schwarz now skates up with it, out of his own zone, out to Malefis, who loses it, but Scranton's there to pick it up. Shot behind the goalkeeper on the goal line. Hard shot by Scranton. Arizona goalkeeper didn't know where it was. It was going along the goal line for a second there. Now the penalty's expired. Shot onto Domini. Arizona now is hunting after killing off the penalty, but Malefis able to steal the puck into the neutral zone and drives it behind the goalkeeper. It goes out in front of him, but no players are there other than Arizona. The puck dumped into the mid-Fairfield zone. Coccaro now into the corner with it. Hits the brakes. Passes it over to Sullivan, who's right in front of Domini. Out of his own zone, into the Arizona zone. Out in front, he's got Rothstein there, and it's gloved by the Arizona goalkeeper. So 18:58 left in the game here, the second half. All the scoring done by mid-Fairfield quickly in the first half. Heckel back at center. It's got Sullivan and Rothstein out there. Hall and Coccaro back on D. Rothstein tries to get the puck. Goes out to Coccaro. But it hit the netting, so it's going to come out. Oh, sorry. So not out. So it's on Arizona. So Heckel at center. Heckel gets it to Rothstein, who leaves it, tries to leave it for Coccaro, but Arizona with the steal. Coccaro's trying to find it, finally does, and it's out of the mid-Fairfield zone. Sullivan picks it up. Sullivan now looking for a passing partner, gets it to Hall finally, and over to Rothstein, or sorry, to Sullivan. Now Arizona races back the other way with a puck. Gets by Coccaro, shot. And Domini is able to absorb it into his stomach. 18:25 left in the game. So McLean at center against Correa. Win by Arizona and a shot by McLaughlin over into the corner wide. Jackson throws it up onto Domini. Arizona still with the puck. McLean has it out to his defenseman Levy. Tries to get it back to McLean, but O'Neill is there. And Zoo is pinned up against the boards. O'Neill behind Domini as well. Lots of players deep behind Domini, but Arizona back up with a puck, turnover, and here comes Pan, races into the neutral zone. Pan by himself, shot, and it's patted to the side. Arizona settles the puck down, loses control, but Sutter is there from Arizona, who settles the puck down, gives it over to Levy. Mid-Fairfield is able to steal the puck temporarily, but Arizona back with it again. Into the mid-Fairfield zone. O'Neill and Zoo are able to dislodge the puck, get it out to Pan. Pan's got Scranton across the ice, but McLaughlin's able to steal it. Both teams exchanging turnovers, and the puck goes wildly into the Arizona corner. Finally, Yoon able to settle it down, gets it to Malafis, who gets in the Arizona zone. And he's hauled down. Puck out to Yoon, shot way to the side. Malafis picks up his stick. Sullivan's there, and he's pinned against the boards, though. Arizona now up with the puck behind their own goalkeeper. Puck thrown out into the neutral zone. Yoon able to pick it up and throw it back in again. Weird angle, but Arizona is able to pick it up. Nice pass out to their Arizona player, but Schwartz is able to use his stick to prevent him from settling the puck down. Arizona still with the puck. Finally turns it over. No, turnover back again. Carter now with the puck from Arizona. Lots of turnovers. Puck possession is fleeting here. Schwartz now back up with it. Tries to get it over to Moore. Does. Moore over to Malafis, but again, turned over again. Anderson dumps it back in from Arizona behind Domini and gives chase. Anderson with a forecheck from the Coyotes is able to keep it pinned back by Domini, but finally Yoon able to get it out over to Malafis, gets it out to Sullivan. But again, turned over in the neutral zone, and here comes Arizona. Lacoste now with the puck. Swings wildly, and Vartanian's able to pick it up. Vartanian at center ice, now into the Arizona zone. Hits the brakes, leaves it, nobody home. So Rothstein is able to circle around with it. And chips it over off the glass back to Hall. To Rothstein. Rothstein squirms by his player, chips it in. All right, and Dylan Rothstein, I think, is going to go off for a high stick here. So Arizona is going to go on a power play here. So the penalty killers will have out there Kakaro and Hall on D, and Heckel and Correa at center. So Lacoste takes the face-off against Correa. Win by Arizona, back to their D at the blue line. Jackson winds up, shoots, and it's way wide. Arizona gets some backhand onto Domini by Jackson. Domini up to the task and is able to glove it. So now Hall tries to get it out. Unable to do so. Anderson keeps it back in, drives it behind Domini. Heckel now with the puck. Manages to get it out. Arizona recovers. Gains the zone, looks to set up. Jackson now with a shot off a Hall skate. Kakaro now behind his goalkeeper, but Anderson's there to pick it up. Hall now pins the player up against the boards. Puck's loose. And Heckel's able to chip it out. Langkow tries to get the puck in, and there's going to be an offside. Oh, the players, I don't know what happened there. Correa is going after Green, and he's going to go off. I think the ref's trying to gain control here. What you couldn't see on camera was Cullen Correa and a couple of Arizona players were going at it. So I think they're going to, no penalty, Greg. So there was some pushing and shoving, but the refs thought better of it, warned the players, told them to knock it off, and we'll get going here. So Russo gains control of the puck, passes it over to his D partner from Arizona, leaves it at the blue line. Shot off of the pad of Domini, and Malafis able to drive it the length of the ice. 41 seconds left in the penalty. To Rothstein. Arizona's going to get one more crack at it probably. Russo now gains the zone, but then is pushed out by Scranton. Circles around. Seems to be taking his time here. Arizona looking to just gain the zone at this point. They do finally. Wheeled it around the boards. Out to Russo, who picks it up. Out to the face-off circle. Mishandled, though. And a shot, weird shot, out in front to the side of Domini. Penalties expired. Pan's now out in the ice. Another shot, wild, way high at Domini. And Zoo's able to get it. Tries to connect to Malafis, but Scranton's there to pick it up. Scranton now across. Back and forth, the turnovers go. And the Arizona now is going to go to the penalty box for 2 minutes. The player protesting. The refs have none of it here. There's been a lot of calls this weekend, but it's been consistent. It's been on both teams, they've just called a lot. So Mid-Fairfield will go on a power play here. They got Heckel up front with Scranton and Rothstein, Caccaro and Schwarz back on D. Arizona wins it behind their own goalkeeper. Scranton trying to dislodge the puck along with Heckel. Arizona content to just leave it in the corner. The puck gets thrown wildly behind Domini, who plays it. Schwarz now behind his own goalkeeper, hits the brakes, gets it over to Rothstein. Cross-ice pass to Scranton, who races up along the boards. Scranton tries to get by, but it's checked into the glass. Puck loose. Heckel there with Scranton. Loose out in front with Heckel, unable to get a handle on it. Heckel's pulled, but able to get through with the puck. Heckel, another cross-ice pass. Shot by Rothstein, and it's gloved by the Arizona goalkeeper. So 1:14 left in the penalty to Arizona, 11:51 left in the game. So Correa at center, surrounded by Sullivan and Pan, Hall, and O'Neill out on D. Correa gets thrown out. Sullivan then puts put in, but Arizona wins it. Drives it the length of the ice. Again, Domini. Oh, jeez. So Correa's going to go off here. So we're going to skate 4 aside for the next 54 seconds, and then Arizona will go on a power play. As I said, all the scoring done early in the game by Mid-Fairfield, nothing in quite a while. Arizona with the win, out to Green. Green settles it down. Green along the blue line, gets it to his defensive partner, cross-ice pass to Guzzo. Vinny Zoo's stick is lost, thrown to the other side. Guzzo over to Green. They lose control of the mid-Fairfield zone and retreat back into their own area. Jackson gains the mid-Fairfield zone. Shot patted to the side by Domini out in front. Luckily, Eric Pan was there. Pan now with the puck. Pan tries to get it to Sullivan, but diving play by Arizona to deny the pass.
Shot. He's definitely not passing.
Okay. I was giving him the benefit of doubt. He was passing. Typical forward parent. It looked like he was going to slide it over to his teammate, and we'll give him.
It was a shot pass.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I love getting critiqued as I'm going, like Greg Scranton here. It's bad enough I got to deal with Letty. Lacoste from Arizona now into the corner, hounded by Schwartz and Heckel, loses the puck. Gets it over to Malefis. Malefis got one guy to beat. Nice play by Arizona to dislodge the puck from Malefis. So now mid-Fairfield is on the penalty kill. Russo from Arizona settles it behind his own goalkeeper. Looks to break it out. Things moving a little slowly out there. McLean tries to get it settled down. Heckel now with the play. Heckel now with a shot. Goalkeeper dropped it for a second there, but is able to sweep it away. Braden Heckel with a heavy shot on net. 20 seconds left, and the penalty to Correa. Out at the blue line is Arizona. Back and forth. Shot. It's off of Schwartz. Back out to the blue line. Another shot deflected off of Schwartz's skate. Mid-Fairfield able to get it back out. And that'll just about kill the penalty, and it does. Vartanian then enters the game and gives chase. Good hit by Heckel. Oh, loose puck out in front. So I believe they were just trying to throw it to the other side, and it went on, took a weird angle, went on the net.
I love that you call bounces angles.
Still getting critiqued by Scranton.
I like hearing the angle.
You know, I still keep waiting for the check to show up every week. It doesn't show up.
Shows up in
So Arizona with a shot on Domini. I think what we might do is just get like a messaging line that people can critique me as we're going during the game. Fate, you stink. Shot, and it's gloved by Domini. So Green with a shot from the blue line. So we've got 9:09 left in the game here. Scranton is going to take the face-off here with Vartanian and Rothstein. Hall gets it over to Rothstein, but Arizona with the steal, deflected off a Scranton stick up into the corner. Still out loose. Nobody able to gain possession of it. Still loose. Into the slot. Vartanian picks it up, gets it out to Rothstein. Rothstein races over. He's going to have to circle around while Scranton gets back on side. Rothstein just dumps it in. Mid-Fairfield changes out one player. Behind the Arizona goalkeeper. Arizona now with the puck. So Anderson turns it over. Kakaro's there. But Anderson back with the puck. Loses control again. Vartanian now loses control. And Hall's able to settle it down. Passes it back over to Vartanian. Nice play by Lacoste. But again, Hall's there to pick it up. Back and forth the turnovers go. And Pan now finally is able to gain control, but throws it out to the blue line. Nice play by Green, but better play by Rothstein. And Rothstein is hammered by Green. Eric Pan taking exception to it, and Rostein's down on the ice right now after getting hammered. No, interestingly, no call on that one, but we're making calls on weird stuff. Maybe the ref's going to change his mind. So roughing. He gave him 4 minutes. All right. Took him a minute to process, so I apologize about that.
He didn't raise his hand.
Yeah, he didn't raise. In my defense, he did not raise his hand, but took him a few seconds to process that. And so he's going to go 4-minute penalty. So coach is going to put out his first power play unit. So we've got Heckel and Malefus and Scranton. Nice play by Schwartz to keep it in. Gets it over to Heckel. Over to Malefus. Back to Schwartz. Leaves it for Malefus. Malefus winds up. Shot off the pad of the goalkeeper. Behind the net is Scranton. Out to Malefus. Another shot off the blocker. Way up in the air. And Yoon is there to pick it up. Nice play by Arizona to get it out, though. Cross ice to Malefus, who leaves it for Heckel, retreats behind his goalkeeper. Domini trying to help out there. I don't know what he was doing, but he was... Sorry, the humor I find in things. Malefus now puts it out in front, leaves it for Heckel, but Heckel unable to connect. Looks to get things settled down. Malefus now with the puck, gets it back to Heckel. There's a stick on the ground, shot. It's patted to the side. The goalkeeper's on his rear end right now. But Fairfield unable to get a shot off. Out to Yoon. Back over to Heckel. Heckel's cross ice to Malefus. Another shot, but Arizona gets a stick on it. And Schwartz retreats by Domini. Schwartz now quickly trying to get Arizona in a shift change. Arizona gets all their players out. Schwartz now loses the handle, but is able to swipe it back to Sullivan, who loses the handle, and it goes out of the Arizona zone. Sullivan throws the puck up, and Arizona is able to recover. They're going to take their time here. But they're down 3 goals, so they're going to have to take some chances here. 2:06 left in the penalty. Schwartz now behind Domini, leaves it for Sullivan. Sullivan loses the handle, but is able to regain it. Now with a full head of steam, he's in the Arizona zone. Out to the face-off circle, goes behind the net, looking for some teammates here. Fairfield went for a shift change. Out to Rostein, back to Sullivan, loses control. And now here comes Arizona, but luckily Schwartz is back there. Schwartz now gets hit in the face with a stick. His helmet's actually dislodged. So I think Mid-Fairfield's going to be 5-on-3 here. Arizona players are getting frustrated. Going to be a cross-check on Arizona. 5:18 left. So 1:36 left in the original penalty, and now the refs are going to add an additional 2 minutes for the cross-check on Schwartz. So Mid-Fairfield with 5:18 left is going to look to cash in here. So we're going to go with to the right of the Arizona goalkeeper. You've got Scranton and Sullivan and Rostein out there. Sullivan at the face-off circle. Malefus and Heckel out there. So Rostein now with the puck into the slot. Shot, and it hits the post. Rostein recovers the puck. Out to Heckel. Heckel creeps in, leaves it for Rostein. Back for Heckel. Shot. Nice save by the Arizona goalkeeper off his pad. Scranton now up with a puck. Gets it over to Malefus. Back to Scranton. Shot. I think it deflected off a player. Malefus unable to keep it in the zone, and Scranton races back to pick up the puck behind Domini. McLean with a forecheck, but Scranton able to beat it. Gains the zone, but he's harassed by McLean. Leaves it for Malefus. Malefus now with Heckel. Heckel in the slot. Creeps in. Shot! Beautiful goal by Braden Heckel. Creeps into the slot and just rifles a shot into the upper left-hand corner. Mid-Fairfield cashing in before the first penalty's expired, so Arizona will still be forced to kill off another penalty. 1:13 left in the second penalty. So at 4:32, Mid-Fairfield takes a commanding 4-0 lead. Correa back at center with Vartanian and Pan. O'Neill and Zoo back on D. Pan actually is the one that shoots it behind to the side of Domini. And O'Neill back there, up to Pan. Pan bobs and weaves, gets it to Correa, out to Vartanian. And Arizona is able to drive it out of their zone. O'Neill now retreats behind Domini, harassed by Royce from Arizona. And here comes Zoo, who picks up the puck. Picked off by Arizona. And Sutter now with a short-handed opportunity and gets it over the shoulder. Short-handed goal by Sutter from Arizona, beats Domini over his shoulder. 3:58 left. Arizona on the board for the first time. So still 39 seconds left in the penalty. Mid-Fairfield and Arizona exchanging goals. Puck now on Scranton's stick in the zone. Pass out in front to Malafis. And Hall collects the puck at the neutral zone over to Caccaro. Caccaro now gains the zone. Dumps it, leaves it for Scranton. Over to Hall. Hall over to Moore. Moore cross-ice pass to Caccaro. Over to Malafis, who tries to get it in front of Scranton, but Arizona's there, and the penalty's expired. I don't think the Arizona's player saw it, but he had Guzzo out from the penalty. But Arizona unable to connect. Puck still behind Domini as Caccaro tries to get it to Scranton, does finally. But Arizona turns with the puck. Russo now has it. Tries to get it to a teammate. Shoots it on Domini. Hall is there now. Feathers it over to Moore. Pushes it back to Hall again. Up to Scranton. Scranton then fires the puck down. Takes an odd angle bounce into the crease, and the Arizona goalie covers up. .235 left in the game. Mid-Fairfield up 4-1 over Arizona in the final game of the Florida Exposure Cup Series. Heckel with the win, back to Schwarz, over to Yoon. Yoon winds up, shot off the Arizona goalkeeper. Another shot by Sullivan is covered up by the Arizona goalkeeper. We're going to take a brief timeout, look at the crowd, see what kind of scallywags are up there. I see Nick Malafis up there and Steve Correa, who's checking on his flight. Puck out to Schwarz. Out to Yoon. Out to Yoon again. Yoon drives it behind the goalkeeper. Heckel now getting into it with one of the Arizona players. Rothstein emerges with the puck, fires it into the zone. Heckel with a hit. Heckel now with the puck. Pad save by the Arizona goalkeeper. Vartanian tries to get it to Rothstein, does out in front, but the puck's just thrown wildly into the middle. It goes all the way into the mid-Fairfield zone. Schwarz now picks it up, skates with it, gets between two players, but he's all by himself, 5 players. Schwarz still with the puck, leaves it for Yoon. Yoon's unable to handle it, and it goes into the corner. Rothstein now with the puck, out to Schwarz, who tries to tap it back, but Arizona's there with a stick. Nice play by Leo Yoon to get his stick out in front, and Arizona is able to dump it into the side of Domini. 1:13 left to play. Stretch pass to Rothstein. Rothstein with a shot. It's blocked to the side. I think Steve Correa's already got the car warmed up out in the parking lot. Cullen's got half his gear off. The Arizona goalie covers up. We're kidding, of course. Cullen is very fast out of the locker room at the end of practice in the games. So, unfortunately for Steve, Cullen looks like he's going to get the last shift here. So, Correa at center, surrounded by Pan and Vartanian. Zoo and O'Neill out there. Zoo races over to try to pinch in, keep the puck in. Vartanian now out on the blue line to Zoo. Zoo had pinched in, still in the corner there with Pan, but Arizona merges with the puck. Lots of action in the corner. Arizona finally gets it out. Lacoste is able to gain the mid-Fairfield zone. Lacoste tries to shoot it, but the shot's contested. We've got 16 seconds left. Green fires a puck off of Correa's leg. Thrown out in front, nobody home, and the puck's out, and that should just about kill all the time here. Oh, we're gonna have some action here. So, and that'll do it here, folks. Mid-Fairfield ending on a good note, 4-1 win in the last game. Some pleasantries exchanged at the end, and that should be it. So we'll look forward to seeing you next time. I think the refs are just going to send everybody home. The goalies exchanged pleasantries, and both goalies played well. I think the kids want to do a handshake and just end on a good note, and that's it's good sportsmanship. Sometimes things get the better of you, but the players decide they'd like to shake hands. And so that'll be it, folks. So we'll see you next time. Take care. Safe travels.